It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go! On first down, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vic Beasley able to get him for a loss of about 3. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more after this. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 21. And it'll be a San Francisco first down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Here we go now.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Freeman again, a first down carry. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense, and they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, Ryan. Flushed out right. And he's got Sanu. And he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Falcons now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. Here's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 54 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Here's Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Ryan on 2nd down. This is caught. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go. You got him.
Play clock winding down. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So give him 3 there. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Detroit! Now let's go!
Garoppolo looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And some room to roam now. He is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly at the 47-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. There's Garoppolo to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. They find some open field here. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Six yards to go here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, some strong running. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, 68 yards. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
On second down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down at the 36. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Garoppolo. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Get up!
Now Ryan on 1st down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Fresh set of downs here. The play clock's running down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw is Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The Niners on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things, because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. People take me from my haters. Just say me and I won't favor. Say amen. Amen, 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 amen. That boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Jet. Going up, going up, going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up, going up, going up. Did it like my persona. Going up, going up, going up. Living up with honest. We was the drug them hardest. Now we pull up in the furnace. Go up, walk in, show up, baby, hold up, go up, boy, don't touch, we flow up, I finesse, all them, I hit, get a plan. Osco, that my whoa, no low. Got strain on yo-yo. She post up a MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. That boys in that can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Remember them was honest. We used to drive them hardest. Now we pull up in the furnace. Glow up. Walking. Show up. Baby, hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We flow. Glow up. She lucky. Cause she 5 mil cash in Kentucky. Know me. I walk up and even spend 10K just like it's nothing. I hang with the demons, they don't play by me, we cut. Woo. I was coolin', Atlanta. Mixed with the Fanta. All them, I got Santa. I go monkey, all that. Gonna do just what I say. Pull up, fast as Uber in that race. She so bad, but she said. I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. That boys in that can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Remember them was honest. We used to drive them hardest. Now we pull up in the furnace. Glow up. Walking. Show up. Baby, hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We flow. Glow up.
Ting, hear the sound. Oh, are you listening? Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so I should learn. I heard a voice of this broken hymn saying, "I'm not, this is who I am."
I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. We're going higher and higher. Keep running.
Feel the flame.